Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give you praise, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. All right, this is the Motb Yakanan from the GMS England branch, and this is going to be a in transit edition video. As you can see, Lord willing, it'll be edifying unto you brothers out there and few sisters listening and also learning. All right, and I don't have a particular subject matter today, but there's so much going on that there's an array of things that can be spoken about through the Spirit, which shows you that we really in that time where the Lord is starting to heighten prophecy, all right, as pursuant to Habakkuk, the second chapter, where the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, and all of these things that we've been prophesying about, to prophesy means to say before, are finally, through the Spirit and power, the Lord coming to pass. All right, finally coming to pass, man. We're actually living in a time of the fulfillment of all things, all right, that are written down in the Holy Scriptures concerning, these last prophecies that need to come to pass. We're in that time, all right. We are in the time of World War III, all right. We are in the time of the mandatory implementation of the Motb, all right. We're in the time of these great final prophecies, coming to pass, being activated upon the earth. We are in that time. We're living in the time where we're going to see the Lord in our generation, in our lifetime. Okay, this ain't a thing where it's going to be another 5, 10, 15, 20 years in this kingdom. All right, because we're already at the door. We're already at the point where particular technology, particular infrastructures are being set up, upon the earth. That's going to power, the Motb system. Okay, those things are already set up. So how can we be here, for another 5, 10, 15, 20 years if the infrastructure of the beast system is already set up to allow you, all right, to pay, with your CHIP? Okay, that technology is already done. Okay, they're talking about, the 6G, all right? All these supermarkets, that you be going into, the infrastructure has been changing, and I've been realizing it in the last 2 months. They're putting them gates down on the self-checkout aisles. Okay, now they put these, lighted gates there, and you have to scan your receipt to be able to exit. All right, but don't think that within that technology it doesn't have a facility to actually scan your hand. All right, so the actual gate opens. Okay, it's nothing for them to modify or to already have that already built into the system. Okay, and again, Audi have done it, Sainsbury's out here in the UK have done it. I believe Asda has done it as well, which that would be your equivalent to Walmart, in the States. All right, so all of these supermarkets are updating their infrastructure to power, the inevitable, Motb system that's going to be in place. Okay, and not to mention we have these Amazon Go stores, that are continuously popping up out here in the UK. All right, where you literally just, walk in, activate your app, walk in, take what you want, into your trolley and walk out of the store. All right, you don't have to speak to no one. You don't have to, you know, scan, you know, any items. All right, they got that high level technology where you just pop it in your basket, all right, and you walk out. All right, that is the future. All right, this is what everything is going to be like. You know, everything is going to be digital. All right, and even Elder Apostle Tahar, I believe it was yesterday, you know, he had done a video, and you know, he put a segment from I believe it was the, you know, Alex Jones, you know, InfoWars, if I'm not mistaken, and they were going into that information, how everything is going to be digital, all right, and how they're pushing, you know, the mark, you know, the M-A-R-K of the beast, all right, Revelations 13 and 16. That's being pushed heavy upon the earth right now, man. And they're just waiting for the right time, you know, the right crisis, where that is going to be a requirement for everyone, all right, to function in society, you know, to function on the grid of Esau Edom. Because without that technology, all right, believe it or not, and we always say it, and we're going to carry on saying it until it's you know, manifested upon the earth. Without that technology, all right, without that CHIP in your hand, you're not going to be able to take part in society. All right, you're not going to be able to work, you know, a 9 to 5, okay, to work for a particular company, because requirements and requirements are gonna change, you know, for you to be able to work a job, a particular job, all right, and that's gonna be, even at the interview stage, they're gonna say, look, you know, for you to work here, all right, you're gonna actually need, you know, the mark. You're gonna need the Motb. Okay, you're gonna need this device, all right, to be able to work with our company. That's a requirement. And if you're not willing to get it, then, you know, have a nice day. That's gonna happen. All right, that's absolutely gonna happen in these last days, man. Okay, that's gonna be a requirement. And then, you know, even with the benefit system, you might be receiving, you know, benefits or food stamps, you know, if you're out there in the Americas, so on and so forth. Whatever system there is set up, wherever you dwell, that pretty much is going to be a requirement. And if you refuse to have that technology within yourself, then they can easily just say, you know, you can't participate in this system. You can't receive, you know, these benefits, okay, because you're refusing, you know, to take the mark. Okay, so it's going to cause a lot of people, like it says in Revelation 13 to 16, it's going to cause a lot of people, all right, to have no choice but to take part in that technology to sustain themselves and to sustain their families. Okay, but that's where, you know, what's that, Isaiah 65 or 66? I believe it's Isaiah 65 comes into play, where the scriptures say, you know, my servant shall eat, but ye shall go hungry. My servant shall drink, but ye shall go thirsty. All right, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so that's going to happen. All right, and in that time, we're going to be trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're going to be trusting in the saving power of the Lord. We're going to be expecting, you know, miracles, all right, to manifest and to sustain us, you know, while we're in, you know, this wicked kingdom, all right? Because none of the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to be taking that technology within themselves, all right? No brother, all right, of the elect, no sister, you know, that's of the elect is going to be taking, you know, that technology, all right? The elect is going to trust in the saving power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's what's going to happen. Okay? So that's why the scriptures say, you know, when we go back to, what's that, Sirach chapter 2, you know, when thou art changed to a lower state, you know, take it cheerfully. Because that lower state, you know, is coming. All right? That lower state will manifest itself. Okay? To the point where you might lose, you know, your job. You might lose, you know, any house, property, you know, that you might have, all right? You will lose all of those things, all right? But trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's when the Lord is going to be really, you know, showing us, you know, his power, showing us, you know, his ability you know, perform miracles in our lives, man, and sustain us somehow, some way. All right, now you're not going to know, you know, off the bat now how those things are going to transpire, how the Lord is going to look after you in that time. All right, that's why, you know, faith is required. That's why, you know, the scriptures say, you know, to cast your burdens upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Don't worry about it. Okay, you deal with that, you know, when the time comes. You can't pre-plan, you know, how the Lord is going to sustain you in that time. Okay, to give you peace of mind now. You know, you should already have peace of mind now, knowing that these prophecies are coming to pass. Okay, the Lord said he was going to do things upon the earth, and those things that he's doing are actually happening. Okay, those things that he said he was going to do is actually happening. That's pursuant to Isaiah 55:11. You know, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void. So that should give you enough faith and enough confidence to know that, well, if the Lord said these things were going to happen and they're happening, then guaranteed the Lord is going to sustain his elect, because that's also a prophecy that has to be fulfilled. Okay, miracles, you know, coming to pass, and, you know, the Lord, you know, raising the standard, all right, as pursuant to Isaiah 59, that also has to happen, because it's biblical prophecy and it has to be fulfilled, man. You know, so now is the time, and it always has been the time, to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Don't worry, you know, what situation we find ourselves in, man. All right, you might have to be in a tent. Okay, you might have to be in a tent. You might have to, you know, I remember Elder Apostle Tahar done a video in regards to, you know, buying yourself a tent, you know, some years ago, man. He said he was talking to, like, you know, certain homeless people and that, you know, and around that time, yeah, I bought myself a tent, you know, I got a tent, you know, and hey, I intend, you know, to use that tent, you know, if the Spirit has it, you know, play out that way, man, straight up, you know. This is the condition, you know, of the battle that we're in, okay? So, you know, that's what it is, man. Now, if the Spirit, you know, moves you to buy a tent, buy a tent. Not everyone's going to have a tent, you know, but whoever don't have a tent, you know, the Lord is going to sustain them, you know, in whichever way, you know, he sees fit. You know, you might not need one. Who knows? All right? But the Spirit moves me at that time to buy a tent, man. So if I got to use it, you know, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then so be it. You know, I pray the Lord gives me the Spirit to embody, you know, that way of life. All right? And that's what it's all about, man. The Lord is going to put the Spirit on us to deal with whatever lot, you know, he's going to put upon our plate. You know? And I have faith in that, man. All right? So, I'm going to cut this video off there. Lord willing, you know, it was edifying. Like I said, I didn't have a particular, you know, topic to go in. But, hey, we're in a time where pretty much so much is happening. There's a lot to discuss, you know, every day, man. All right? So, until the next time, shalom.